Hello coders, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we will be starting off how to pass an argument to an application from a terminal. And second, how a terminal argument reaches the main in the program. Okay, so for that, we need an application first. So for example, I have this dummy application and I just have, for example, printf entering the program. Okay, and here we have next line corrector and just this. Okay, so next is I'll just create the application. Okay, so app, and I have app one, or the first I will create a binary out of that. So I will take app and app cross. Okay, so I got the binary. So for example, I have a binary named app here, and I am just passing the argument from the terminal itself. For example, I'll pass add and 10, 20. Okay, and next I will pass subtract 20 from 10, or 10, 20 from 20. Okay, so I need to create two operations within my function, and what I need to do, I just pass these values to my function and I operate my function dynamically. Okay, so right now if I do this, I only get entering the program. So first thing is I need to get these parameters within the main. Okay, so let's go into our program first. So first I need to capture it from my main. Okay, so for that, what I will do, I'll have an integer argc that will count the total number of arguments that we are passing. Okay, so for example, here we are passing three arguments. First is add and 10 and 20. Okay, so this is the argument count. And second is the argument vector, that is an array of strings. Okay. So I have that array of string char star. Okay. Like this. So whatever we pass from the terminal, it is captured in this main in the format of number of argument and argument vectors. That is a array of string that contain add 10 and 20. Okay, so how to capture this first? So what I will do here, I'll just print it out. Okay, so printf, okay, total number of arguments is equal to percentage d. Okay, and here I will do argc. Okay, and second, I need to get all the parameters. So for that, what I need to do is I need to print the arguments as well. So for example, I have three arguments. So I'll do like this. Argument one is argv, and here I have first argument. Okay, then second and then third. So I'll just do second and third here and just change the value to just check are we getting the correct value. So I'll just save it. I compile it. Okay, I got some errors of format. So expected argument of type int, but the argument 2 is of character type. So all are the strings that we are getting from here. So I need to print as percentage s over here. Okay, let's compile it again. Now it got compiled. Okay, so to check, I just have the binary, and now I will pass add 10 and 20 over this. Okay, so once I do this, you see here, you get a total number of arguments are 4 now, not 3. Okay, you notice here. Argument 1 is add, argument 2 is 10, and argument 3 is 20. So we are getting add 10, 20. So where is the fourth argument? Or you can say the first argument. So the first argument is the app name itself. So if we go here and I just print argument 0 as well here, so you will see I'll get the name of the app as an argument first for this argv. Okay, so that count out to 4. Okay, for example, so the thing to notice here is all the things for whether 10, 20, all are in the string format. Okay, separated by the spaces. Okay, so as we discussed, we need to create the operation. So if string compare and we have here operation, and that should be same as add. If this is equal to 0, it means it's matched. Then what I will do here, I'll take the integer result, or I'll put it here. Okay, and now what I will do, I'll do result is equal to what I have, for example, number 1 and number 2. You just add it and just print out the result. So printf, I have the result is equal to percentage %d I want. Okay, and I will print the result. Simple as that. So the result is in integer format. So I am doing like this. But first is the operation where I get the operation. So for operation, I need char star of operation, and it should be equal to argv 1, because our first argument is of name add. Okay, that I need for comparing. So once it is compared, I get to know, okay, this operation is add. So I'll take one more operation. I'll take subtract as well here. Okay, and here number 1 minus number 2 and the result. And here I'll take operation percentages comma result is this. Okay, and here I will put operation. Okay, so I think this is clear. So the first one, I just map to the operation, and the second we have to take the values. Now we have values at argument 2 and argument 3, but that is our string format, so we need to convert it. So for example, I convert my number 1 is equal to ATIO. So I am taking ASCII to integer conversion and argv, and I have the second one. Okay, and similarly, if I paste to number 2, it should be arg3. Okay, so now what I did here was I just take the operation number 1, number 2, and I just add with result, and this for supply. So if I again compile it, I have undefined ATOI. For that, I need to include string.h. Okay, so now if I compile, I got an error, and I go back, and here I have the application with the operation name, and we have 10 and 20 as values. So the resultant will be expecting is 30. So once I run it, I'll get the total number of argument 4, argument 0, add 10, 20, the result is 30. Similarly, if I do subtract, I'll just have 40 to 20. So there I'm getting the result as 20. So correct. So let's open my app again, and we'll explain how the terminal arguments reach the main in the program. So our second question. So for that, so here is the flow in which we have the user first. Okay. So your system is logged by a user, and that user contains some shell. Okay. So in that shell, when you launch dot slash app and with the parameters, the shell will call execve and it will take the app with argv and some environment variables and asks the kernel to load that ELF that is already there, that is in the form of a binary ELF. So once that ELF got loaded, kernel prepare the stack with argv and argc and environment variable as well. Okay. So once the kernel loads that binary, what it does is it will set up a process memory with stack, heap, text, and data. Okay. And then it goes to the underscore start of dbc. So these things are already discussed in the previous sessions. Okay. And once it hit the underscore start from the assembly of the code, it start with call libc start main. And here it will extract argc, argv, and environment from the stack and then call the main with that factors. Okay. So this is the simple process launching from the stack. Okay. So this way, all your arguments and environment variables will be passed on to this main. So this is all about this video. If you have any query, just post a comment. Thanks for watching my video. See you in the next session. Thanks.